second phase, they will have first pick. So I'm hoping RRQ ban out that Franco sooner rather than later for this very last pick.
We'll see, we'll see. It seems like now RSG taking their time for their last ban of the drafts, and they have established that they will ban out that kitty that we saw a couple of times when on this Kirita. It's good, it's solid, but I guess RSG saying, yeah, you don't want more team fight hero from you guys, RRQ.
That's kind of interesting because they already have the Eve. Were they expecting Vin to go and pick it up as a support to try and one-shot either Valentina, which is already hard enough, with the Petrify, or maybe even the Beatrix to jump into the back line? Because for all we know, they could technically give Lapu Lapu over to R7 and does the same job, if not even better.
Okay, but it seems like the Hayabusa is going to be the ban here for RRQ Hoshi. And on that Lapu Lapu, I was thinking that Yuzong is still a possibility to be picked up, and so is the Cho up until this point. So RSG first pick here. They need to secure either, because I'm not really acquainted with the Singapore regions. Are they flexible? Do they put Valentina in these weird places, or is this Valentina definitely going mid?
It really depends on the results of their scrims and what they've been preparing here, and I'm not 100% sure what it's going to be. Kind of wish Jays was here because he probably would have given us more insight on it, but you'll see him much later down the road. Is it going to be the Franco lock-in early here? No, they're actually going to take the Cho to try and make it really difficult and put maybe, wait, let me double check the bans. Okay, Rock is still open to go into the off lane here.
It's a good option. I mean, we saw multiple times R7 playing that Rock, and the outcome is positive, but I do want to say that Cho pick is just very good for the Singaporean side. Why? They needed crowd control. They needed someone that can deny, someone can pick up, and that Cho is a perfect hero that can just set the tone for their team fight. Now, RRQ, what can they do?
They want to be able to get into that back line, right? Because right now, the only person that they can do that is the Fredrin. So I'm thinking someone crazy here, but okay, Kufra is going to be the choice to close out the drafts, as well as the Lapu Lapu that Gideon mentioned earlier. And it makes sense, right? This was something that I was concerned about. How will they go into the back line? They've solved it, but now RSG with the response, who are they going to be picking up next?
That's a tough question, but a very good hero here. Vin is saying, yeah, okay, you ban out my hero, Atlas Kadira. No problem, let me put some heat on this Kufra to harass the backlines, and Chada that they have Lapu Lapu that can synergize well with this Kufra. But what are we looking at here? We get in last hero for Singapore.
I'm thinking it could be a pick. It could be a Franco, it could be a Yuzong here. One of the... All right, I wasn't expecting this, to be honest. This time around, Ray is going to be like, you know what? I'm tired of these util. I'm not a tool. I want to carry this time around. We got some power picks and a Valentina in the house. Very excited to see how RSG is going to utilize this.
I'm surprised, right? Because the information that we got when we were doing briefings about RSGSG is that Ray doesn't use assassins. He's more the tank fighter type, but he actually brought the Ling this time. And my question... That brings me to my question. My question was, is it the wisest decision to be picking up the Ling, realizing that the Kufra was already picked up by RRQ Hoshi?
That's a bold pick. So I guess what they're saying, we don't care. You have a Kufra. Nah, let me let me just put it up there and just
raise the posterior, man.
Exactly.
That's what you're expecting to do. Raise your posterior, call me daddy. Let's jump right into this game. One of these teams are going to be making up into the upper bracket. The others will be dropped down to the lower. It's RRQ Hoshi up against RSG Singapore.
Already so much tension, even in the audience, anticipating this next matchup. It's going to be do or die right now. As you can see here, Bray is going to be starting on the red buff first.
A different pathing here, but they might clash both sides. So we'll see here. Again, spell check, item check, well, emblem check. nothing too
Out of the ordinary.
out of the ordinary, yeah.
Yep. I think in this particular situation, even Diablo understands that he wants to get as many trades as possible. So taking the average in the laning phase against the Lapu Lapu is great. And forcing R7 to flicker, even better.
Ooh, wow, that's huge right now. R7 already caught quite low here. Diablo seems to be very dominating that lane on the glue, but here we go. We saw that Bray on the lane. He decided with the assassin emblem, so expect a lot of showdowns happening as he's going to go in very aggressive in that playstyle.
Yep, and here we go. I mean, when we looked at the keys to victories the last time, RRQ needed to look for those hard initiators, and I mean, that's what we see within on this Kufra. Let's see if they can control the tempo as much as they want, because RSG, even though they don't necessarily need to fight, they can go for split pushes if they want to. They have a very mobile comp with Ray and Lolzy already on two of the most mobile heroes in the game.
Yeah, they need to somehow extract the split push potential from this lane, indeed. But I do want to note this. RSG, they can step up the gas. Remember, they have Cho, they have Ling. I expect more aggressive aggression from the side of RSG. Realize that RRQ, I mean, Yves needs to wait level 4, Kufra needs to level 4, but all I hear is silence from the right side.
I mean, to be fair, RSG, they still do need to wait for level 4 as well, right? Because Lolzy is not going to be able to have that pick-off potential yet, but on the bottom side.
Blade gets petrified, forced to flicker away. Bravest Spider pops. R7 is a monster. Diablo, though, mounting on R7. Not enough damage. He realizes that, and he backs away as RRQ has the space to control and secure the first neutral objective by Secret Lab.
It was really interesting because RSG understood that they were looking for a potential pick here down on the bottom side. Yes, it did fail, and that's due to just Clay being an absolute beast with his flicker. Times it perfectly to get out in the right time, and R7 also being able to peel for him. But RSG never had any intention of actually touching the turtle, which begs the question, right? Where is RSG actually playing for? And I think they're going to be playing for Baby Cakes, hoping that he evolves to Daddy Cakes sometime soon.
Daddy Cakes.
Daddy Cakes.
I'm still not over that. Baby Cakes to Daddy Cakes, but here you go. Been already charging for Lolzy, still going to be able to get out for now, but you can see that both teams, they're trying to vie for that mid lane pressure, and honestly, Valentina is very good at clearing those waves, but the rotations seem to be lacking as compared to RRQ, who are already in this top side.
They want to punish, but notice that RSG on the bottom side making the same moves.
Oh, Lolzy gets caught here. Tyrant's Rage and Revenge connecting, but not enough damage. Lolzy taking that, even he holds the flicker, but bot side 2v1 now. Real inflation pops Bravest Spider. R7 flickers away. And no casualties for the first 3 minutes.
This is how SG strives, right? They are reading the map really well. RRQ is trying to make some moves on their side, but the defense coming out from the Singaporeans, impeccable.
Oh, Lolzy trying to find the right Jekundo. Oh, flickers to the wrong side. Bray, times of blade. Real inflation in the backside, too far off. And now we can see here 1 man, and that is Diablo. Gets taken down in the hands of Carry.
I agree with you. Like, everything that's been happening right now up until this point, it's so low kill. Everyone is just trying to play that macro game, and it seems like both of them are trying to read out one another. It seems apparent that in this 4th minute, RRQ leading with 1 kill, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter, as now RSG, they're already looking and vying to get to that next neutral objective, which is this turtle, and this is when the clash comes to fruition.
And you can tell that RSG actually want to contest for this. They're posturing themselves ready to collapse on RRQ, looking for their rotations and cutting them halfway through.
5 men already in that vicinity. Lolzy opening. Oh, flicker! Jekundo connecting onto his Clay, and we can see here the damage trying to find end. Baby Cakes flickers has a defense as well. Real Revelation been the one to fall first, but in the backside, it is actually going to be Lolzy. Finds also gets taken down as Bray is in a bad situation. A 2 main damage dealer as Skylar finds the triple.
That's not good. That's not good. You don't want to be putting gold onto Skylar, who is on the hero like Carry, who can snowball into that later stage of the game. For the moment, RRQ Hoshi, they had the better trade. 3 members taken down. They got the objective as well. And now they're going to go for a turret in this top side. And we got to check out exactly what happened, because here is the instant replay by TikTok.
Yeah, and like, keep your eyes on Albert right now. Yes, it was a very good move right at the very beginning, but then Albert caught and immediately taunted the lane, causing the double kill to occur. They are still peeling heavily for Skylar, and they are revolving around his playstyle. For now, Clay, he's just trying to scale up. He's trying to get as much gold as possible. He's not expected to get kills, but the utility of his ult that he brings to the table is just far more valuable. So let's quickly look at the items. And yeah, we don't see a defensive build coming out from Clay. Immediately, Ice Queen's wand.
Right now, we can see the disparity of gold in the gold laners as well. 4,900 with an example of 3,900. So right now, Carry is how many items above the Beatrix?
To be fair, Beatrix is trying to build a more expensive item. And yes, Corrosive Scythe is a little bit cheaper. Not to mention that he already has the Swift Boots. There we go. Bladed Despair. I would have wished that Baby Cakes was able to finish one item rather than try to greed out to get the second one's components ready, up and ready. But hey, that's just me.
Oh, Losey, questionable target there. Still able to back off RRQ. Good setup though. As take a look at Skylar. You have 6 minutes in. 4 kills already.
But I haven't seen Vin really get his ultimate on the right person just yet. I feel like every time they go for an engage, he hasn't been able to maximize the potential that he actually has.
I think he understands that he doesn't have to, right? Because if he engages and fails, that puts his team at a bigger risk of giving free gold over to RSG, and that's not what they want. They want to slowly build up the lead. They have a 2.6, and now it's just small cuts upon small cuts.
Oh, where Dragon Vin gets taken down. Take a look, Losey there, taking a lot of heat as Clay finds the kill. And now Roy's in trouble. Skylar finding the kill as well, but Bray finds compensation, takes one down. And now Diablo using the split against Skylar. He mounts him. Can he make something? Baby Cakes shut down. And there you go. Baby Cakes though will be traded back by R7. It's scrappy. It's everything. And this is RRQ.
Okay, honestly, I have to say, R7 should live this, but I have to say, Baby Cakes cannot be missing those shots on a stunned target, man. He was predicting the movement. He should have just shot as soon as the stun connected.
Seeing now the turtle here, RSG, trying to grab space. Oh, Vin gets caught. We'll see. That Bray patiently waiting for the execution as now Diablo in the backside. But take a look at the backside here. R7 gets caught. Skylar though finds Diablo, traded back, and now it's going to be an all-out war. Losey down, and we can see Albert claiming the neutral objective, but Bray will find Skylar in the process. 3-4-2, but RSG lost the turtle.
Yeah, they lost the turtle. It's really unfortunate. Albert, as of right now, is still at the exact same level as Ray, so it should have been a very clean 50-50. Let's see how much more punishment they can actually put. They don't actually get the mid-tier 1. That's unfortunate. Wait, now actually Baby Cakes is going to whittle it down. So regardless, even though there is going to be more gold and EXP on the side of RRQ4 now, RSG's punishment after the turtle is going to be a big swing. That 2K lead now absolutely gone.
Yeah, ping pong match all across the board here between RRQ as well as RSG, as even though Bray is on that emblem, he is still going to be able to get a neutral objective take as well as a tower in that top side. So slowly but surely they are advancing according to their keys to victory, where it's said that they were supposed to focus more on these objectives, and that's exactly what they're doing.
I like it. It's a balanced game here. RRQ, we're in the lead. We're 2,000 ahead. RSG though, with the earlier trade, managed to equalize. Now conceal play. Will they find someone? Oh, there could no, and there you go. Albert is the target. We'll see though, reinforcements come. This is the right question. Albert gets taken down though. Will there be any trades? And take a look at R7 in the backside. We can have it. Clay goes down, and R7 with the bravest rider will not be able to find anyone else as RSG gets traded back 2-4-2.
It's funny because it seems like RSG is playing into what RRQ want, which is team fight, as they are losing members on the board. But look at Bray right now. He wasn't involved in that team fight. He was more focused on splitting the map. He was more focused on getting those towers to the top side. And he's getting way more value in the fact that they have way more map pressure than RRQ.
Yeah, and that's the thing. RSG is just, I mean, just the region of Singapore is really efficient at maximizing gold and opportunities. They do not miss a beat. But RRQ, it doesn't mean they're completely out of this. Look at the lead that R7 has over Diablo. A 2-level lead. He is the difference maker in jumping into that back line and threatening baby cakes.
Now we'll see though. Vin catching one. Now Lozi gets taken down. Wheel manipulation. 2 of them pops out. I'll take a look. That huge baby cakes down. Lord, who gets it is Albert. RRQ may step on towards the gas, but they stay disciplined. And RSG falls with 2 down, and as well as they didn't manage to get the Lord.
RRQ played that team fight so well. Did you see R7 there going straight into the back line, taking down baby cakes, and he's not having a great time. Look at his KDA, 3-4-1 right now, Gideon.
Look, this is the break even for RRQ, and now we see the accumulated lead from R7 making all the difference here. They want, again, the keys to victory. You want him to carry? Just give him a carry type hero, and eventually he's gonna do it. A 3-level lead against Diablo so far, and baby cakes doesn't have enough gold to purchase a Winds of Nature to keep himself alive.
Okay, and we're gonna see here right now, the Lord is going to be marching in that top side.
For now, when you have a Ling, you're already looking to kind of open up the map a little bit more, trying to slow down these waves, and that's Bray, all by himself taking care of one lane. He needs the rest of his team to focus up, hunker down, and clear this wave as quickly as possible.
I mean, this is the first Lord, so it's still manageable, and RRQ will definitely capitalize though. Tier 2s in the mid side and as well as top has been taken down, but Bray, again, extracting the Ling prowess, split pushing, and yeah, finding the tier 2 bot side.
He's also taking away all RQ's jungle, so he's farming up a storm at the moment, and look at the damage onto Clay!
Oh my god, Bray trying to play the sneaky Link, and there you go. He does not succeed as RRQ. They were ready for that.
Yeah, they were already waiting by the river brush, and that was really nicely done. And Clay, he didn't have his flicker at the time. He could have absolutely died there. And if, and only if, we saw Bray react with his Blade Tempest, I think he might have secured the kill and gotten out of there. But it's really tough to say because right now, RSG, even for Lulzy, is having a tough time to open up the map for the rest of his team.
Looking at the players' goal, we see that Bray is second to Skylar at the moment, and Baby Capes kind of falling a little too far behind. Is there any other winning condition that RSG can rely on other than baby cakes up until this point?
It's a bit tough. I would say that Roy is in a really good position. I mean, he's dishing out a lot of damage. The main issue is that he has to get in pretty close to the fight to steal an ultimate. I mean, and still, if they're planning for a fight, he has to steal the ultimate way before the fight even begins, rather in the middle of it.
Okay, conceal. Oh my god, Jet Kundo connects, but no fallout damage. Oh, then catches 3, and Albert takes 1, and we can see now the collapse that RRQ. It was actually Lozi who set it up, but he gets punished right before the Lord.
Man, and all the while, Bray's just chilling in this bottom side. RRQ, are they aware of this, or are they gonna go straight for the Lord?
This could still be a little tough here. Bray is level 15 to Albert's level 15. They are moving around trying to open up the map to make sure they know exactly where Ling could possibly be. He didn't show up bottom side, so here we go. A possible steal? No? Is RSG going to attempt it?
Bray.
Nah, too late. Way too late. Bray unable to do anything, and he doesn't even have his purple buff, so it's just not worth it.
Yeah, a little bit too late to the party, and even Diablo stole the purple buff by accident.
It was the little slime he left on the ground that exploded. That's just so unfortunate at a time like now where, especially when Bray needed it the most, that purple buff, hopefully that didn't cost them the game.
I mean, it makes all the difference, right? Especially for a Ling. But right now, RRQ with a 4,000 gold lead, and they have a Lord on the way. It's looking quite scary because RRQ Hoshi, they have the better high ground in my opinion.
Only advantage perhaps that RRQ, they are on cooldown spell-wise here, no flickers, so nothing too crazy, nothing too aggressive. Perhaps RSG, they might have the information.
Maybe there's a good chance, but here we go. Inhibitors should start to fall. Let's see how RSG responds to this on all sides, getting shoved in.
Wow, base turret mid side and top side has been taken down. RRQ, they are taking this slowly here. They want the bot side base turret first as RSG is still on the defense here. They are looking, they are waiting for the right moment perhaps, looking for the right opening. Then charges, does not connect here. As you can see here, still, both teams just dancing around for offense and defense.
Still playing very disciplined, though, by RRQ standards, right? Usually they would want to go in for that invade straight on to the base, but no, they have actually opted to be more careful in that decision-making. They tried to go in for that bottom side, but RSG, they defended that pretty well.
Yeah, and they still managed to hold on to at least one of their inhibitor turrets for now. But here's the problem, right? This was RRQ's big moment to try and crack in and force a fight onto RSG. Bray geniusly slowing down the bottom side of the waves and then putting it in a situation where the waves aren't stacked properly, only mid as well as top side collapsing, but not even at the same time.
Then catches Diablo. Is this the right target? Split is there, but take a look at the damage that Skylar gives. It's too much. He gets taken down, and RRQ, a 5v4 situation, and Albert, he's just silent.
I mean, Skylar, 9-3 KDA up until this point. He also has the Athena shield, so just in case he has to go a little too close to someone like Roy, who's already dealing a lot of damage, he's respecting that. He's trying to increase his abilities to sustain in these team fights.
It's tough. It's tough. Again, RSG is really relying on Lolzy. And yes, Lolzy is trying to make these plays. He's dying for them. But right now, I'm looking at Roy, and I need him to make a heroic play somewhere. He needs to back Lolzy up. He needs to be an active threat on the map. He's 0-1 and 8 so far, and 8 of those assists was with his team. But right now, he needs to do more. He needs to go that extra mile.
Yeah, I get your point here as Bray. He's just chilling. He's just trying to do what he can do as a Ling behind. And yeah, I can see here the Lord is already contested.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like Bray is chilling. He's doing so much for his team with splitting those waves. But once again, the contest for the Lord.
Have to fight.
Oh my god, catches Suvin with that Tyrant's Rage. Mortal bombs everywhere. Baby Cake, the first one down. Not a good sign as 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies has already been collected, and Bray gets shut down. Double kill for Clay, and this is going to be the end for RSG. The Kings of Kings will be confirmed securing the upper brackets. RSG will not be able to do and fight, will have to fight from the lower.
Another crown for them to crush as RRQ Hoshi win this with a very dominant performance. At some point, it could have been RSG, but the way that RRQ played, they left nothing up to chance. They made little to no mistakes for RSG to capitalize on. And congratulations, as RRQ Hoshi are going to battle throughout M4 in the upper brackets.
GG, well played to the Kingdom here. Absolutely crushing it. Skylar doesn't feel like he missed position. Same goes to Clay. Their team moves as a unit, and the Kingdom sticks together.
The franchise giants face off, and it is going to be RRQ who will take the throne for now. But yeah, congratulations again, RRQ. Wow, what a performance. A solid one. I feel like it was quite textbook.